Welcome to the heart of the Sumatran jungle, the last complete ecosystem in the world, where tigers, elephants, rhino, orangutan, and many other animals live side by side. These buildings are on the edge of the famous and vital Gunung Leuser National Park. From these remote places, a project by Care Sumatra is underway to employ locals, preserve the forest, and protect wildlife. In this video, we want to interest people like you in volunteering, adopting a tree or a small piece of land to preserve, or helping out with our many other exciting projects. But first, let's tell you more about this area. The jungles of Indonesia are a natural wonder of the world, with endangered animals and plant life. One example is the famous Gunung Leuser National Park, with orangutans, tigers, elephants, rhinos, and pangolins. Here's the Landak River, close to the national park, and also the tourist haven of Bukit Lawang. In some ways, Bukit Lawang relied on the tourism industry as their livelihood, which was ruined by COVID-19. This place is 2.5 hours drive from the international city of Medan, an area of shopping malls, world-class restaurants, and crowded streets of cars. So, being so far from the hustle and bustle of the city, what's the attraction out here in the wilderness? Well, it's the jungle. The animals, the incredible scenery, the people, the culture, the food, and of course, the national park. But, concerningly, the borders of these parks are under threat. While the Indonesian government has designated the border area for the national forest, palm oil also has financial incentives, and so remaining forest is clear-cut or burnt, and this removes biodiversity, and it also restricts orangutan foraging. And whilst this area could be excellent for eco-tourist ventures and permaculture, palm oil is profitable and straightforward and attractive, so many farmers choose to grow it. In 2019, two Australians, Lawrence and Carl, visited Batu Kapal via Sumatra Adventure Holidays. 1 year later, working with Care Sumatra, they identified an area next to Batu Kapal around a rock formation vital for orangutan, porcupines, monitor lizards, snakes, wild pigs, and all the other wildlife which benefit from Care Sumatra's buffer zone. Working with the Yayasan chairman, Jaka Sayaputra, a new project was started, Hutan Subur. The new area of Hutan Subur is 2 hectares featuring limestone formations, on top of which grew many tall trees, forming areas of caves, creeks, and shaded cool grottos of vines and ferns, creating natural hiding places for the local animals. There was also a small area of rubber tree which could be reforested. The team decided that this area was perfect for expanding Care Sumatra's goal to buffer the national park and protect the habitat that remained. The buildings for Hutan Subur were designed by Carl and built by a local craftsman and builder, Jamidi, and a team of enthusiastic local workers over the coming year. Finished in 2021, Hutan Subur, like Batu Kapal, has a guest room for touristic guests, a dormitory room for volunteers, and a large open-plan shared area for meetings, meals, and relaxing while looking out over the jungle nearby. The building has a tool and generator room, a staff room with a bunk bed and desk, and also a kitchen area. There are showers and bathrooms for both guests and volunteers, and on a nearby hill is the jungle office, with reasonable cell phone reception to allow office work. They're down a winding path into the jungle, out of the reach of cars and trucks. So your only way to this paradise is to journey by scooter or motorbike. The staff help secure your luggage, and before you know it, you're on the edge of the national park. Here, the trees are tall by remarkable rock formations, rich in caves, dripping with ferns and moss. In the trees are the sounds of monkeys moving. You've arrived where volunteers and staff monitor local orangutan and other animals and reforest areas damaged by flood, deforestation, and over-farming, assisting with monitoring the native and endangered animals in the area, growing seeds and saplings in the nursery, and reforesting the space and assisting in rubbish collection and removal. Other conservation projects have started up again too, such as reforesting areas previously affected by rubber tree and palm oil plantation, rejuvenating forests and continuing to protect wildlife on the verges of the nearby national park. Hutan Subur still has big dreams. This video shows that our projects are increasingly being surrounded by palm oil and rubber tree plantations. Sadly, palm oil continues towards the national park and the established buffer zone. In our small area, we have families of monkeys and animals that need space for safety and food. So we want to connect our jungle islands to the national park. If we can get enough help, we can do it. Perhaps you could be a volunteer, or maybe be a guest with us as you enjoy your next getaway. You could adopt a tree to replant, or you could adopt a part of our jungle highway, a piece of land to help us rejuvenate. In return, you'll get accommodation to come and visit to see your contribution and how it's progressing. There are so many ways to lock in the future of Sumatra's natural wilderness. Join our Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube and find your particular way to support us. So think about signing up today to volunteer at Hutan Subur to monitor the local animals and to plant trees. Also consider that we're starting to develop Hutan Subur with a new focus on education and permaculture. Sumatra's high rainfall and humid climate allow easy growing of many plants which have nutritional, economic, medicinal, forestry, conservation, and also aesthetic uses. Permaculture, or permanent agriculture, refers to agriculture where there's no slashing, burning, or stripping of the land that occurs. At Hutan Subur, we aim to create spaces that mix plants of all uses to allow educational, economic, touristic, and conservation goals to combine and balance. So hop online and check out our volunteering options and campaigns. Get in contact, and we hope to meet you soon.